Guys, it is a freaking gorgeous Saturday out here in Kentucky. It's April 8th. Temperatures are warming up. It's a little windy today, so I apologize for the video if it's a little bit of wind noise in the background. But I want to do a quick video today while I'm out here at my grandparents' getting ready for turkey season. I've already been a handful of times, but I haven't had a good chance to do a good video on these brand new TSS loads that Aaron Satterfield is custom loading. Satties, fatties is what we call them. I'm pretty excited to shoot these this year. I like supporting smaller guys. I like supporting smaller companies, family-owned companies, and Aaron Satterfield, he does custom turkey, waterfowl, rifle loads, and some gun work. I'm actually going to post a lot of his information in the video, in the description, and you guys can reach out to him if you're impressed with how these TSS shells perform, and I'm sure you will be. But I've got two guns with me here today. I've got a Stevens 301 20 gauge with an Indian Creek 5.55 in it. This actually was my gun, and I ended up selling it to a friend of mine, and I borrowed it because one of my guns was not done in time to use for youth season for my daughter Keely. So I got this gun with me today. I'm gonna pattern it, make sure it's on for him. It's got a Vortex Crossfire red dot on the top, and the other gun is the very first shotgun I ever owned. It's just a regular old New England single shot. It's going to be drilled and tapped for a red dot eventually, probably a Burris Fastfire 3, but it's just got a bead on it. And that's one of the benefits of shooting TSS. And I know everybody in the world that doesn't shoot it and is against it thinks everybody's shooting these turkeys at 70 yards, and that's just not the case. Like, I can shoot this gun with a fixed full choke out to 40-50 yards, and it throws an amazing pattern. Also, everywhere that I hunt is super brushy. I like a little bit more denser, heavier shot going through some stuff, and when there's like 4 times as many pellets, certainly helps. Today I'm going to shoot 4 loads, 2 in each gun at 2 different distances. I believe the first one's going to be right at 35 yards, and I believe I'm going to put the target out to 50. I would shoot a turkey at 50. If you don't want to shoot a turkey at 50, that's great. But just to kind of see how the shells perform out to that distance, so that gives me that comfort in knowing that my equipment's going to perform if the bird hangs up or I misjudge a distance, which happens to the best of us, whether you'll admit it or not. I'm shooting the 20 gauge 2 3/4 load at 1 5/8 ounce shooting the TSS 9s, 18 grams per cc at 1095 FPM. You all got little notes in there. Thanks for the support. No, thank you, brother. So the first one's going to be through the New England 20 gauge with a fixed full choke. Here we go. Damn, never gets easier. That is pretty impressive for a factory choke. All right, let's see. Satties, New England, 35 yards. Same distance, different gun, same shell, obviously. Damn, that one looked real good. Let's go check it out. Jeez. It's not even fair, man. All right, I've done this twice now. I've walked all the way over here and forgot another target. So let me go back and grab one. I'm gonna mark this one when I get to the truck, and Then we're going to move this thing up the hill. We are going to switch back to the New England 55 yards. Man, I hate shooting this gun. Let's go check it out. Here we are, across the pond. No choke. There is no choke in this 20 gauge. We're talking about a cheap, I don't know how much they are now. I don't even remember what my granddad paid for the gun when we bought it, but you can have these kind of results with a basic gun, no red dot. One thing you got to pay for is a little bit premium shells, but man, I was one of those people at first that was like, I don't need them, that's stupid, I ain't paying that much money for a shell. Well, the way I look at it is they're $10 a pop. If I'm driving 7 or 8, 9 hours out of state to go chase these animals all across the country, and it comes down to needing just a little bit more of an advantage, I'm going to take it and I'm going to pay for it. That's just me. Y'all do you. All right, 55 yards, Stevens 301, Indian Creek 555. Let's go try her out. I got a feeling this one's gonna look pretty good too. I think I pulled it a touch low on that shot. I think it's still going to be okay. Oh God, here comes Philip. Say hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Oh yeah. I pulled it low. Here, stand there for about 10 more minutes. See what happens.
No.
All right, guys, let's draw some conclusions. Here's the very first shot with the New England at 35 yards without a choke. There is the Stevens 301 at 35 with the Indian Creek 555. Here's the New England at 55 yards with no choke. And unfortunately, on this last shot, I pulled it. I've been aiming about right here on every one of these shots, and you can see it's pretty much right where the center of most of these hits are. But I pulled it to about right there as soon as I shot. Obviously, it's still a dead turkey, just not what you want. But nonetheless, that core pattern is still really impressive. So, as I said before, guys, if you are looking to send your money to a family-owned operation, nothing against any of the other TSS loads out there, because they're obviously really great shells and whatnot. Hit up Aaron Satterfield and support his family and whatnot. And he makes some really good quality turkey loads, and you will not be disappointed.